You know, there's one thing that I think about every time I listen to Zaire Franklin talk, and that is, boy, if I had a kid, would I point at that guy for my kid to see as a professional athlete / role model? Zaire Franklin thinks all the right things, trusts all the right thoughts, does all the right work in order to figure out what his potential is and reach that potential. He didn't get that done this year, according to him, as you'll hear.
You know, in hindsight, you know, and how I'm feeling right now after yesterday and this weekend, it all just felt like Band-Aid on a bullet wound, or just, you know, wiping your tears with tissues. But, you know, the reality of the situation is that, you know, we fought hard with it. You know, a lot of ups and downs and adversity this year. I'm proud of what we did. I'm proud of what we went through. I'm proud of this team. Proud of this locker room. It's something to build on for sure. And, you know, next year we'll be back ready, better than ever.
Last year you were fueled by just trying to fix what was going on there. This year you guys are so close. So how does the way things ended and watching the Jaguars lose yesterday, how does that sort of add to your fuel in the offseason?
Man, just so close but so far, huh? You know, just kind of seeing how everything played out. You know, the game against Houston, and just seeing what we were capable of. You know, it inspires you, it gives you motivation, is just to know that, you know, what could be, but at the same time, you know, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and understand that, you know, you are what you put on tape, and we gotta grow from that. So.
See, what did Kenny Moore mean to this team? Obviously, you wanted to create and see that as an option, but you've seen it firsthand, like him go from being a special team player yourself to being a playmaker.
I couldn't put any more flowers on Kenny Dess if I wanted to. Just his leadership for me, you know, a guy that I follow in this building. To be honest, you know, I tell him all the time, I don't know how it works without him, to be honest with you. Just the role that he played in that DB room with all those young DBs. He was a guiding light for those guys. Main communicator, playmaker. He means a ton to this team. He means a ton to me. He means a ton to that locker room too. So, you know, Kenny, he's been, you know, a mainstay for us for a long time. So, you know, I don't even want to know what that feels like without him. So I'm just be honest with you.
What do you think about the job Gus has done the last 2 years?
You know, I think we've done a great job. You know, I feel like, you know, from a turnover sack situation, and just, you know, being able to compete some great performances. You know, obviously our relationship that we've had continue to grow and build, and, you know, just continue to work, trying to put together and be the best defense that we could possibly be. You know, I feel like, I don't know, just adversity has been hitting us, you know what I mean, highs and lows, you know, just trying to grow with a young secondary, trying to grow with, you know, trying to build with us and trying to take that next step. You know, I think for us it's just, you know, we want to take that next step. You want to be that type of defense that's stingy, you know, that don't give up anything, that challenges everybody, that tone set and that energy out there. And I think that starts with me and him, you know, just continue to grow and taking that next step.
Zaire, how would you explain to people like on Saturday, you're expected to come in here today and preparing for a game. All of a sudden it's over. Mentally and physically, how do you go from 1,000 miles an hour to just nothing, whatever your next few days are?
To be honest, just shell shocked. To be honest, I mean, I hadn't thought about it, hadn't even seen it, and you know, now it's over. It's tough, to be honest with you. You got plans and you got goals, you got expectations, and you came up short. And that's just the reality of the situation. But you know, now it's just a time to reflect, to kind of understand what you went through, why you went through it, how can you get better, what did you do good, you know, lick your wounds, accept what it is and move on. You know, it sucks, but you know, I know we'll be in the same position next year, and just got to come out on top next time.
It's clear that you and EJ are so close. So what was it like being able to see him kind of step in for Shaq and like really have such a pivotal role in his defense?
Man, Speed, my boy. You know, it was great. You know, obviously I know what he's capable of doing. We've been at it together for a long time. Obviously, our energies together, our chemistry together. I think it's easy to see out there on the field, just being able to feed off each other. I told him I haven't played next to somebody like that in a long time. Just with the capability of just, maintaining that intensity, playmaking, and just be out there just having fun together. So it was great to just be able to experience that. Love the plays that he making, love what he brings to this defense as well. Look forward to getting back out there with him.
Talk about reviewing kind of how the season went. I know it's fresh, but how do you feel like your season went? Where you got another franchise tackles record, which is how did it measure up to what you thought this year could be for you?
To be honest, I didn't hit many of my goals. The goals that I set for myself, and that was tough. I made some winning plays. Was able to help the team win. But to be honest, my goal number one was to make the playoffs. Start all the games. Some of those things wasn't necessarily in my control. There's some things I gotta go back to the drawing board myself. Maybe on a couple of Mai Tais on the beach or something. But I felt like obviously it was a great year. Now I'm still hurting, to be honest with you. So I'm not feeling too good about everything right now. But after I go back, sit back, be able to reflect and look at everything how I need to be looked at, I'll be able to have a better understanding. But to be honest, I really feel like there's another step that I need to take. There's another level that I could tap into. Like I said last year, my goal honestly wasn't the franchise, it was the NFL record, to be honest with you. And I didn't reach that. So for me, it's just getting back to that drawing board, continue to push myself to be the best player, teammate, friend, leader that I possibly could be, and be better for the team next year.
Zaire, do you expect or hope or think that they'll address your contract?
Look, I appreciate the Colts organization, and I know that they'll appreciate me too. I feel like for me, I'm one of them people that just, I just tell them that's the story. I just plant seeds and I expect, and I just have faith that God's gonna bring the rain. So I feel like all I've been doing is planting seeds, and I'm just waiting on the rain.
How do you think, what areas of the game do you think are the next ones you have to grow in? Talk about the next level. What is the next level? People probably really trying to understand what's happening. What's the next level?
For me, it's those game-changing plays. I feel like, it's funny. Me and Speed had a conversation one time, and I just explained it to him. No matter what level of success that you achieve, you always fighting for the next thing. That's just the fight of life. That's the fight of the career, the path that we in. At one point you were fighting to make the team. Then after that you were fighting to get all four phases. Now you're on all four phases. Now I want to be the best special teamer in the league. Now I'm the best special teamer in the league. Now I need to play defense. All right, now I'm playing on first, second down. I need to be an every down linebacker. All right, now I'm every down linebacker. Okay, now I need to be the best. I need to be a game changer. I need to be all pro. I need to be a pro. Like, you always fight for something. And I think for me it's just, now that I feel like I've cemented myself as one of the best, like, why not try to be number one? Like, why not try to change games? Why not try to be a guy that, just wreaks havoc every time and just kind of have your way? So it's a lot of film that I got to get to. It's a lot of self-reflection I got to get to. But just understand that the hunger and the fight is definitely there, for sure.
That's Zaire Franklin, and that's what I call a grown-ass man. That is a guy who understands. Through his own dealing with adversity, he understands how life works. He understands how hard work yields a benefit, how being one who believes in himself can bear fruit. All of that stuff, Zaire Franklin's got covered, and he imparts that to his teammates in a way that a captain should. Zaire Franklin, a captain on this team for a really good reason, and a guy, 7th round. How in the hell did this guy last till the 7th round? If he plays special teams only, he is well worth a 4th round pick just for the leadership he brings into that room, that he led the NFL in tackles and shows people, especially the young guys on this team, how to conduct yourself as a professional. What a bonus that is. My goodness, 7th rounder. That is always going to be a feather in the cap of Chris Ballard, that he figured out with the 7th round pick that you could go get a guy like that.